After the flop that was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, after the firing of Victoria Alonso, with Marvel Studios delaying so many projects, it's really chaos over there. The last thing they needed was another big negative story in the headlines, but Jonathan Majors gave them exactly that over the weekend. Jonathan Majors, who played Kang in the flop that was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and is set to play Kang multiple times over the next several movies for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, was arrested, alleged to have been doing some very terrible things in a domestic violence dispute. Well, he has his side of the story. His lawyers presented his side of the story, but that hasn't stopped the already very negative attention on him. Ant-Man 3-star Jonathan Majors arrested for assault. And it was not long after this where we started to hear other people that have worked with Jonathan Majors in the film and in the theater industry that said, you know what? We've heard a lot of things about Jonathan Majors. We have people that were personally affected by him. He's a sociopath. He's an abuser. This is what they went out there and said. Oftentimes, when you hear one negative story about someone, a lot of people take the opportunity to pile on. Who knows? That's just what those people are saying. But when it does come to what Jonathan Majors did, his lawyers come out and made a very, very strong statement saying that her client will be completely and totally cleared, that she expects the charges to be dropped imminently. Jonathan Majors' lawyer says there's evidence proving actor is entirely innocent and expects charges to be dropped imminently of alleged assault. Jonathan Majors' criminal defense lawyer is speaking out and claiming the Creed 3 actor is innocent and has evidence proving his innocence. Jonathan Majors is completely innocent and is provably the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows. We're quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped imminently. She said that the evidence includes video footage from the vehicle, witness testimony from the driver and others, and most importantly, 2 written statements from the woman recanting these allegations. All evidence proves Mr. Majors is entirely innocent, did not assault her whatsoever. Unfortunately, this incident came about because this woman was having an emotional crisis for which she was being taken to a hospital. The NYPD is required to make an arrest in these situations, and this is the only reason Mr. Majors was arrested. We expect these charges to be dropped soon. We shall see, and I would expect Jonathan Majors' lawyer to say nothing else. I have no hate for Jonathan Majors. I have no love for Jonathan Majors. We've seen false allegations in Hollywood before, the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial not that long ago. However, I see a lot of people talking about they have to make, whenever there's a domestic violence call, they have to make an arrest. Well, they have to make an arrest if they see for themselves enough probable cause to think that this did happen. That's when they have to make an arrest. So if someone's saying that something happened and someone has injuries to show that, then they'll make an arrest. What that means, this is talking about, the mandatory arrest, is they can't just go there and see a woman who's clearly been beaten. She's like, no, I don't want to press charges. Nothing happened. They're not allowed to just walk away. They do have to make an arrest if they believe something happened. That was the case for this situation. A lot of people trying to spin that right now. But regardless of whether or not this did or did not happen, Jonathan Majors is already facing massive backlash for this, including already commercials are being dropped with him. Jonathan Majors' ad gets removed by the U.S. Army following assault charges. And he did have a U.S. Army ad that was running, especially during March Madness. U.S. Army was putting a lot of advertisements during the NCAA tournament, and they've already pulled that. That's how quick this is, just less than a day later. Jonathan Majors is in hot water after arrest and assault charge, resulting in U.S. Army ad being pulled that featured the Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania actor. We talked all about him saying, his lawyer saying they did nothing wrong. We shall see what happens with those charges. A recently debuted U.S. Army ad with actor Jonathan Majors has been pulled. According to the Army Times, the U.S. Army paused its advertising campaign because of his recent arrest. Quote, the U.S. Army is aware of the arrest of Jonathan Majors. We're deeply concerned. While Mr. Majors is innocent until proven guilty, prudence dictates we pull our ads until the investigation into these allegations is complete. So it does not take long for something like this to happen, regardless of whether there's an evidence that he did or did not do this thing. Already commercials getting pulled down. Already you're seeing people talk about, hey, we're uncovering these skeletons from Jonathan Majors' past. This was the last thing that Marvel needed. And, if you're talking about for Jonathan Majors, for his side, hopefully everything that their lawyer said, they do present that video evidence, recanting all that stuff to definitively show this never happened. If they do show that, hopefully that'll clear them of everything and people will forget this ever happened. If it's not just super clean cut, laying everything out, then there's a chance, even if they are just allegations, this could permanently damage his reputation. One thing is for sure, not what Jonathan Majors wanted to have happen, not what Marvel Studios wanted to have happen this weekend.